Okay, let's start. Good afternoon. My name is Michal Rontsinsky. I'm here taking over for my colleague Alar Jost. He cannot be here this afternoon, so I will talk a little bit about our company, beyondBIM. Some of you could already yesterday see presentation of my colleague Julia, which she presented our challenge. The main statement of our company is from data to value. So basically, we are a small consulting company. We started 1 year back, more than 1 year back, and we work mainly for owners of big complex real estate assets and support them to order, manage and use data then later in facility management, in operation phase. And we started, like as I said, as a consulting company, and 1 year before we could recognize that there is something what is changing in the technology, and we are architects and engineers, and this technology and as well these great guys which are here like Open Company or Speckle or IFC OpenShell, all this great technology is giving us something what we can use to support our consulting business. So basically, we started developing our own data pipelines, data products, which contribute to our consulting business, and that's something what I would like to describe today. So how we are using in our daily business these open source tools and how we work with them. So I will start with short video. It is in German.
Rasches Einkaufen leicht gemacht. Das versprechen Werbemanager der verschiedensten Einkaufszentren. Selbstbedienungsläden sind bereits eine Alltäglichkeit, aber Selbstbedienungsläden, in denen man auch noch selber tippen kann oder muss, das gibt es erst seit heute in Zürich. In einer Lebensmittelfiliale in Wollishofen wurde
So basically, this 50 years before, one of big supermarket brands in Switzerland, they tried to change the way how you can buy and pay for your groceries. So that was the way that you can basically over these self-check-in points pay for everything what you buy.
Tippen, einpacken und bezahlen wurde trotz der neuen Idee noch recht rege benutzt.
But how you can see, there are some problems. So everyone have to put in everything what they buy. So if I jump to the next slide, you can see this 50 years before. It took almost 50 years to 2011. Then again, next approach, next start for this self-check-in was introduced, and then we speak about this steps. So the next steps, next step, a big step which we describe is in 2020. Maybe some of you which who has a car with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. I will describe it a little bit later, what's the change there, but you can see then 10 years later this big revolution that big companies like Google, Apple and all these brands which produce cars, they sit together and they were able to introduce something like this, and this is change not only in the technology, because these Java runtime environments they are for long time there, but they find solution on a business model, and then next 10 years we have in November 2022 we have this big revolution, next step in open AI. And we do not know what comes next step. So how you can see that it is getting faster and faster, and this development is bigger and bigger. So I would like to describe a little bit inspiration for us as well. Maybe it's not a right one, but as I say, this revolution on between this car manufacturer and all these providers of smartphones like Google with Android and operating system and Apple, what they basically what they did. If we take a look on example as well from our construction company, we have a lot of apps, and if these apps they communicate, they exchange exchange data like CS basic text files or JSON data, and on another side we have this hardware where hardware can communicate over Bluetooth, and there is as well a layer in between. So basically what Apple, Google, and Porsche and Volkswagen did. So they found solution in the middle, this runtime environment. So basically, they opened their system. So someone who has Apple mobile phone, they said, okay, dear Porsche, if you want that our customers buy your cars, you have to open yourself for our devices. So basically, it was not deal on the technology level, but as well on a business model level. And this approach with runtime environments inspired us as well. So what we develop using this open source technology, as I said, is data pipeline. So what we are using basically in our project, if we start in a project, there is always something what you have configure and order. So basically on the left side, you have some ordering sheets and requirements, and you have as well so-called common data environments, so platforms where data are stored, uploaded. So basically that's the start for us, and we developed some what we call data pipeline with some steps, and what we are using are simple Python codes there to extract, prepare, and provide data on the right side. So if we talk about from data to value, you can recognize it on this data flow from left to the right. So basically, on the left side we have data. We work with this data, and we provide value for end users on this side. So basically, we are using different cockpits which are developed with Power BI. So it is not something complicated. We can very fast adjust it and deliver a lot of different versions of it. And as well, you are not only consuming this data in projects. At the end of the project, you have to take it over and import it to systems of our customers. So this branch, this bottom branch, we call it handover, and it is again using Python and API. So the challenge is that a complex system like SAP and Wayfair, you cannot import something like Kobe there. So basically, we should be able to communicate directly with the systems and export data in relevant structure to these systems. So basically, that's something what we developed in during last months, and it is something these data-driven models or data products are something like contribution or addition to our consulting business. So basically, as I said at the beginning, we are not only with Excel and PowerPoint there, we have as well our own solutions. So we provide consulting with data-driven solutions. So Julia, I think she showed it yesterday as well. So here are some examples how it looks like. So we developed something like user interface. So we are using still the same UI and structure. And in this UI, we can implement different data products and use cases. And as you can see, it is Power BI, but our approach is to use Power BI only to visualize for visualization of data. For example, this example where you can see some quality checking. Everything is done with Python in backend, basically. So we are using IFC OpenShell for model checking and for a lot of different stuff. Yeah. So here, comparison to previous graphics. So yeah, IFC is not something new. It is around for many years, and then step by step, new technology, new frameworks, new libraries are developing, like IFC OpenShell. Python is there as well for some years, but Python is pretty simple. So someone like an architect like me can start working with Python, can start using IFC OpenShell, and without any additional software like Solibri, I can start developing qualifiers for models. And as well, this new help for us, OpenAI, are helping us make this part even better and better. So basically, we are not using OpenAI or ChatGPT to generate a code. I use it to check something, to get some new inspiration but you have to understand what you get like a generated code. But yeah, it's open as new perspective, new possibilities, and that's something what we are using in our daily business, daily work. So this last comparison. So if you take a look in 2000, yeah, the world there was pretty competitive and not so collaborative. And over the last 24 years, what we can see here as well. So this collaboration, open source technology is getting more and more important and is available for us. And this competition is getting smaller and smaller. So yeah, that's where we are, and we are looking forward for the new technology, new possibilities, which we can find in next year. So we do not know what is coming, but it is pretty crazy. And yeah, something like us, small company, can pretty good work with all this stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for your attention.